You won't believe who just got exposed, and it might have ended one of hip-hop's most talked about relationships. Word on the street is Ari Fletcher might have cheated on Moneybagg with Offset. Yeah, Cardi B's Offset. And it didn't stay a secret for long. So here's what went down. A popular blogger who goes by One Goat, Alexis, dropped some serious receipts. She shared some private messages between herself and Cardi B. In those messages, Cardi was mad. She was furious someone was spreading lies that she hooked up with Offset recently. Cardi shut that down real quick, saying she didn't mess with him and never would. But then came the twist that no one saw coming. Cardi claimed that while they were still together, Offset was actually messing around with Ari Fletcher. That's when things went from messy to full-blown chaos. Fans couldn't believe it. Everyone was trying to figure out what was true and what wasn't. But then things got even messier. Apparently, when Ari tweeted something shady back in February, the same blogger said she was actually throwing shade at Cardi B. And Cardi wasn't having it. Cardi supposedly even called Moneybagg and tried to expose Ari for messing with Offset behind everyone's back. But guess what Moneybagg said? He told her he didn't care and that misery loves company. That sounded like he was brushing it off, but maybe he was just trying to keep things quiet. But not so fast, because shortly after all of this drama hit the internet, something big happened. Both Ari Fletcher and Moneybagg unfollowed each other on Instagram. And in today's world, that's basically the same as a breakup announcement. The unfollow move had fans going wild. Everyone was speculating that they were done, and this cheating rumor was the final straw. Now, the big question is, did he already know about it and just didn't care before? Or is he only upset now because the whole world found out? Some people think he might have known for a while, but kept it quiet to avoid embarrassment. Others think this was brand new information, and now he's trying to save face. Either way, the timing is suspicious. And let's talk about Ari for a second. She hasn't said a word about any of this. No tweets, no comments, no videos, nothing. But she has been blocking anyone who mentions the situation on her Instagram. So what does that tell us? If it wasn't true, wouldn't she just come out and say it's all lies? Instead, she's staying quiet, and that's making a lot of people believe that it might really be true. People are even digging up old posts and behavior to try and find clues. The more they look, the more they believe something shady was going on. Fans who used to support the relationship are starting to turn on Ari. They're saying if she really did cheat with Offset, that's low. Especially because Offset was married to Cardi B at the time. It's not just cheating, it's full-on betrayal. And let's not forget Offset in all of this. He's been caught cheating before multiple times. Throughout his marriage to Cardi B, there were so many stories of him being with other women. So for him to be involved in something like this isn't exactly shocking to a lot of people, but it still hurts to hear. People are saying that Offset has no business trolling anyone online or talking down on anybody because he played in Cardi's face during their whole marriage. He messed things up so bad. Some folks are surprised Cardi even stayed as long as she did. Then there's the social media drama. After all this stuff came out, fans noticed that Cardi B still follows Ari on Instagram. But Ari, she hit that unfollow button on Cardi. That's pretty telling. Usually, when someone unfollows you during a scandal, it means they're holding a grudge or feeling exposed. And in this case, people are thinking Ari is mad that Cardi aired out the whole situation. What's crazy is that just a few months ago, everybody thought Ari and Moneybagg were doing great. They were that couple everyone wanted to see win. But now that you look back, people are realizing they hadn't really posted each other in a while. No cute pictures, no romantic trips, nothing. Some fans are even saying the writing was on the wall. They just didn't see it back then. And it's not just fans. A lot of people in the online community are reacting to this with shock, confusion, and disappointment. They're saying Ari could have done better. If she was trying to get back at Moneybagg for something, cheating with Offset wasn't it. Offset has been called a lot of things, and community property is one of them. That's how badly some folks think of his reputation right now. The internet is ruthless. People are calling Ari out for making a huge mistake. They're saying if you're going to cheat, you should at least cheat up, not down. That's their words, not mine. But it goes to show how messy the situation has become. Some even feel bad for Moneybagg Yo, saying he didn't deserve to be caught up in this drama. Others think he probably already knew but stayed for the image, or because he didn't want to deal with the public breakup at the time. As all this unfolds, people are glued to their phones, waiting to see if anyone says anything more. Will Ari break her silence? Will Moneybagg Yo confirm they're done? Will Offset respond? Will Cardi say more? Right now, it's a waiting game. But one thing's for sure, the drama is real and it's got everyone talking. Let's go back to how this all started, because it didn't just pop up out of nowhere. The rumor mill around Offset and Ari has been spinning for a while. People have been talking about their interactions behind the scenes for months, but no one really had solid proof. That is, until those messages from Cardi surfaced. Cardi's words were so raw and emotional, it made people pause and think, maybe this isn't just some made-up gossip. Maybe there's more to the story than anyone realized. If you think about it, Cardi B had nothing to gain by airing this out unless she was really tired of the lies. She's one of the biggest stars on the planet, and she usually stays quiet until something really pushes her over the edge. When she said, "Y'all truly got to leave me the F alone," you could feel the frustration. It wasn't just about a rumor. It was about her being dragged into someone else's mess. And when she brought up Offset and Ari, it added a whole new layer. Now, let's talk about the timing. All of this drama came to light at once, almost like a domino effect. One person says something, then Cardi responds, then a blogger drops more receipts, and suddenly fans are connecting all the dots. The unfollowing on Instagram wasn't just random. It happened right after the accusations came out. That's not a coincidence. That's what people call social media confirmation. It's like the modern version of saying, yeah, something's up. And you know what? People aren't just looking at the present. They're going back into the archives. They're digging through old interviews, tweets, photos, and even lyrics trying to figure out if there were warning signs. Fans are analyzing facial expressions, body language, and even the tone of their voices and videos. It's like a full-blown investigation being run by the internet. And once people decide someone is guilty, it's hard to change their minds. Let's not forget how this affects more than just Ari and Moneybagg. It affects their families, their brands, and their public image. Ari has business deals. She has fans. She's built a career off of being bold, flashy, and confident. But cheating rumors, especially with someone like Offset, can hurt a lot of that. Brands don't want to be associated with scandal. Fans get disappointed. And let's be honest, people love to build celebrities up just to watch them fall. Then there's Moneybagg Yo. He's not saying much, but his actions are speaking louder than words. The unfollow, the silence, and the distance, it all adds up. And even though he said misery loves company, people are wondering if he's hurting more than he wants to admit. If he really cared about Ari, this has to sting. Imagine finding out from the internet that your girl might have been hooking up with someone else, and that someone else just happens to be one of the most talked about rappers out there. Offset, meanwhile, is facing backlash all over again. He's been in hot water for cheating before, but this time it's different. This time, it involves someone who was supposed to be in a solid relationship too. It's a double betrayal. And the internet is eating it up. Memes are everywhere. Reaction videos are going viral. Comment sections are full of people picking sides, making jokes, and throwing shade. It's no longer just a rumor, it's a cultural moment. And when things blow up like this, it's hard to put the pieces back together. Even if Ari and Moneybagg want to fix things, the damage might already be done. Once trust is broken, and once the public gets involved, it's hard to go back. People will keep bringing it up. Every time they post a picture, fans will ask, but what about Offset? Every time they try to move forward, this scandal will be lurking in the background. That's the price of fame. Every mistake is magnified. Every rumor spreads like wildfire. And even if something isn't 100% true, the court of public opinion can be brutal. Right now, Ari's silence is being treated like an admission of guilt. People are saying that if she was innocent, she'd speak out. But instead, she's blocking people, staying low, and avoiding the spotlight. That might be a smart move, or it might make things worse. Only time will tell. And for Cardi B, this might be the last straw. She's been through a lot with Offset. Cheating scandals, breakups, reunions. It's been a roller coaster. This latest twist involving Ari might be the moment she finally says, enough is enough. Some fans are even applauding her for standing up for herself and setting the record straight. Cardi's known for being real, and when she speaks, people listen. This entire situation is messy, emotional, and complicated. It's got everything: celebrity drama, love triangles, betrayal, receipts, deleted tweets, and more. But most of all, it's a reminder that no matter how rich or famous you are, relationships are still fragile. Trust is everything, and once it's gone, it's hard to get it back. Whether this story ends with a public breakup, a comeback, or more chaos, one thing is for sure: people will be watching every step of the way.